Welcome to the 6th step of the 15 steps to freedom. We're up to Rachsor, where we wash our hands again, this time getting ready to eat the matzah. So what does this represent on a deeper spiritual level? Is that sometimes if you've done all the steps that we said till now, that you're learning and that you're humble and that you're honest, it could get to a point where you're doing all the right things and all of a sudden you start looking around and thinking, oh, I do more than this one, I do more than that one. This feeling of I'm holier than thou can start to creep into a person's thinking, and that is obviously very destructive. So we're washing our hands of that. That if you get to the point that you're already at a good level, that you're doing the right things, you're keeping Torah mitzvot, and you're learning, and you're doing acts of chesed, etc. But then it gets to a point where you're thinking, oh, give yourself a pat on the back, you're doing really well here. And yeah, you have to celebrate achievements and milestones, but if it gets to a point where you're thinking, yeah, I'm actually, way above average, look at me, then that's already a problem. That you need to wash away that feeling. We said, actually mentioned at Edna's Levaya, there's a Mishnah that says, Al tachazik toivel atzmach ki lechach nitzarta, that a person shouldn't take credit for all the good deeds and mitzvot that he does, because that's what he was created to do. You were created, we were put here only to l'shamish es koini, to serve our creator. That's what we were placed here to do, not to, play golf, although I do like a round of golf. That is not the reason we were placed here. So again, we can't get too carried away with our accomplishments that it gets to our head and we start thinking that we're a little bit invincible. Again, this is one of the reasons that the wise son sits next to the wicked son at the Seder. So you would think the wise son sits next to him, so he will be a good influence on the wicked son. But it's also a reminder to the wise son that, you know what, if you get too carried away with yourself and you think you're so amazing, then that will cause you to become wicked. You'll become conceited and you'll have an inflated ego, which is the whole thing that we're trying to avoid over Pesach. So again, it reminds me of the expression in the Gemara. It says a person that learns Torah in the wrong way, he learns it to become the best Torah scholar out there, not because he wants to serve God, just because he wants the title and the prestige. Then it's called Samha Moves. The Torah is compared to a poisonous medicine that can actually do harm to a person. So again, it's about keeping perspective why we're doing the good things that we're doing and not letting it get to our heads. This is why we wash our hands again at this point. Have a great day, stay safe.